Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Diane. So we're going to be making a breakfast pizza today. Oh, it's so delicious. You're going to love it. So we're going to get right to it. So I'm going to go ahead on and get my spinach washed up. You can put whatever vegetable that you want in it. You don't have to put any vegetables in it. I normally will just put onions in it, but today we're going to do it with spinach and onions because my husband does like that. So I'm going to get this washed up. We're going to come right back and we're going to get started. Okay, so I'm going to put in some olive oil. Put in a fair amount of that. I'm going to go ahead and get my spinach in, which I have washed and drained. I pull off some of these larger stems. You don't have to, but I do. I've only used about a half a bag of my spinach. I'm going to save the rest for another recipe. Like I said, you don't have to use any spinach at all. I'm going to turn this down. And I'm going to push that to the side and get ready for my onions to go in. And I have an onion. It's a half of an onion. I have it in my onion keeper. See, this goes really, really quick. This is a high protein breakfast pizza. And the only thing you're going to do is go in and you're going to slice your onion. Half of an onion. You can use more if you want. I'll go ahead and get that in there. You get that nice and sauteed. For your meat, you can choose the protein that you want to use. But we're going to use the Great Value steaks. These are in the frozen section, and I have 2 left over. I'm going to post a picture up above so you can see what it looks like. And on the box it says that it's sirloin, and there's 4 in the pack. And we're just going to place them in here. Recipe, I only need 1. If you have a larger family, of course, you would use more. Just how much of a protein you want to use. But we only need 1 actually. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do salt and pepper. Good amount of salt and pepper on everything, okay? So we got that going. We got our steak going, and the box does say that it's sirloin. I like it pretty good. It kind of reminds me of the McDonald's steak bagel that you can get. So it kind of reminds me of that. See if I can show it to you. And so as it cooks, we're going to chop it up because we're making a pizza, a breakfast pizza. And as far as breakfast pizzas or breakfast casseroles go, I don't like a real eggy taste. I don't like an eggy taste at all for my breakfast casserole or pizza. So I found with this, it is absolutely wonderful. It's high protein, and you can't taste that eggy taste in it at all. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we got that going. We're going to go ahead and make our cottage cheese mixture and our egg mixture, and I just used a small curd cottage cheese. It's a Great Value whole milk. You can use the low fat if you like. Of course, I don't do anything low fat. I'm going to cover this up. With our cottage cheese, a half a cup of cottage cheese has 12 grams of protein. Wow, that is absolutely wonderful. So we're going to measure out our half a cup of cottage cheese, and we're going to put it in your little mixer. I got a mini mixer here. And then it's 2 eggs. And you're just going to put your 2 eggs right over in your mixer, right over in your mixer. And then we're going to add salt and pepper to our cottage cheese and our 2 eggs. Of course, if you're doing it for a larger family, you would just increase how many eggs that you're going to do. Just keep the ratio of a half of a cup to 2 eggs, okay? So if you're going to do 4 eggs, it would be a full cup of cottage cheese. I'm going to go over to my base of my mini mixer, and I'm going to mix this and let it combine for 40 seconds. That's all you need, 40 seconds. Okay, so I've combined my cottage cheese, my eggs, my salt and pepper for 40 seconds. That's all that you need. So this is your extra protein mixture, which is eggs and cottage cheese. So now we're going to go ahead and stir this and start to incorporate all of this together, mix it up. Now if you want to add in garlic or whatever other spices that you like, or put a little heat to it, a little red pepper flakes, go ahead and do that. That's fine. It's whatever you like is what you're going to put in. This comes together really, really quickly. All right, that's looking real good, y'all. My oven is already beeped. It's set at 365. Okay. We're going to cook that for about 25 minutes. That's what it cooks in my oven. All right, now we're going to talk about what we're going to use for our crust for our breakfast pizza. So I have been using this when I make tacos, flour tacos, and you have tacos left and shells left, you don't know what to do with them. Well, you can make a breakfast pizza. So many ways you can use these leftover things. I'll show you really, really quick. So if you already have some on hand, you'll be able to use yours. And so look at that. That makes it fits in perfect. This is an 8-inch skillet, and it fits in there perfect. And you just pull your mixture over in there and let it bake. So, but because it has so many carbs in it, and let me just fold this up. It's very flexible. I go with the Joseph bread. Now they make various kinds, but I like this kind, particularly because it has only 290 milligrams of sodium, and it has only 8 grams of carbohydrates, and it has 6 grams of protein. And that's in a half of a sheet of this flat bread, okay? We're going to get this stirred up. It's still looking good. All right, y'all. That's lovely. That looks good. I'm going to cut this off, take it off the heat. I'm going to put it on some paper towels and let it drain because it does have a little oil from the meat, okay? So we're going to let it drain. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull one of these out, and this is what it looks like. And we're going to put a little olive oil in the bottom of our pan, okay? Just kind of coat your pan a little bit, slide it around, and get that in there. Try to get it as even as possible in your pan. Of course, you can see that this one side is going to be shorter than the other because it's in a square. Like I said, the round does work a whole lot better. All right, so we got that together. We're draining over here. I've rinsed my pan out a little bit. Gonna dump our meat mixture back in here, and then we're gonna dump our eggs and our cottage cheese all together. I'm gonna use my mini spatula to get all of that egg mixture out, and then we're gonna just mix this together. Now again, if you want to put something in this, something extra, paprika, hot flakes or whatever, feel free to go ahead and do it. I mean, whatever you think you would like. Mushrooms go really well. Just make sure that you've gotten the liquid out, okay? And then we're going to add cheese. So I just have regular sharp cheese today. Of course, the pepper jack always goes well with anything, in my opinion. I don't have it in, use my last little bit, and I don't even measure I just put the cheese in there. Use as much or as little as you like. This is also going to help it combine. And that's a good amount right there. I think it's probably about a half of a block. All right, so we're going to go ahead and mix again. All that mixed up together. All right, so we've got that. We're going to scrape this off. And now we're just going to place it into our pan. You don't have to use this a skillet. You can use an 8-inch pie pan. That works fine. I've used that before. Now all we're going to do is we're just going to smooth it out into our circle. Okay. And at this point, it's ready to go into the oven. But I put extra cheese on top. You know I like cheese, so my husband does too. So we're just going to sprinkle a little extra cheese on top of it. And that's how it's looking. And then we're going to put it in our oven, 360 degrees for 25 minutes. Set your timer. We'll be back. Alrighty, so we're back. It's out of the oven. It's been 8 minutes and I've let it just sit and cool a little bit. It's still hot though. But here it is. Yum, yum, yum. Now the edges did get a little brown. I did take a little bit of aluminum foil and cover it up. Just to keep it from browning a little bit more. Of course, with the tortilla flour shell, you don't have that issue. But I'm not going to eat that part anyway because that's just extra bread that I don't need. So I will be cutting that off. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take it out and we're going to cut into it. It's hot. It's still hot. And it just slides right out. So with our pizza cutter, but we're just going to slice it. And look at that. So if you're a big eater, you can eat half and your significant other could eat the other half. But then slide this back up. And we're going to go ahead and quarter it. So this is normally what I do for the week, is I just quarter it and I have that to have for 4 days for breakfast. Like I said, I'm not going to eat all of that bread because I don't need it. We're going to get it plated up there. I'm going to give you the breakdown of this. If you were to look at this whole entire breakfast pizza, I added it up. The protein in it comes to roughly about 36 grams of protein. So I've been trying to get at least 30 grams of protein with each meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I have protein for snack. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Be blessed, and I will see you real soon. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. God bless you.